is the time. It's about 5:45 a.m. Let's start off by drawing two perpendicular lines. Well, it's a first from person to person how you will draw the upper eyelid. It can either be above, middle, or even below the line. When you will have mastered how to draw eyes, these guidelines will be the last thing that will matter actually. So take it easy, bro. I'm drawing both eyes because it might just help you get rid of what I call as the second eye syndrome. Let's not care how I'm doing. Lines draw the lower eyelid. I like to use simple dots at first, and then depending on what I'm drawing, like if it's portrait or a 2D figure, I define them. I tell you guys to draw smaller because it is easier to look at the bigger picture in that way. When you draw bigger, it's easy to get lost in detailing the parts which are not even important. Take an example. You drew a whole face. The eye is the only part which looks totally amazing. Her eyes are too beautiful for her face, if that makes sense. So, like I said, it's really easy to get lost in detailing while completely disregarding the fact that it needs to look compatible with the other parts. As a beginner, I made this mistake, so don't you dare do it. The eyeball should be small enough to be able to grow throughout the eyes, not big like these. So I would like you to find a few type of ways on how the eyeballs are drawn. You might already have a few favorite artists and you like the way they draw their eyes, so you can just use or like draw like them. I basically draw the pupil and then I divide it into two halves. Heard of iris? Yes, many have visible and pretty looking irises, so I draw them to add more details as well. Let's add some little highlights. Remember that too many highlights often doesn't look good, but yes, it makes sense if the character are looking at a large number of light sources like city lights or like while stargazing, or they are suffering from some issues. Adding the highlights almost in between the eyelid and eyeball actually makes it look pretty natural and gives the character more depth, and actually it looks good. Upper part always have the darker colors than the lower part. We're just going to blend in with the lower part. I still follow one of my favorite artists' way of drawing eyes somewhat. The artist is Hanju. She is a Chinese webcomic artist and also an author. I'll probably make a video on them in the future because I love their art so much. My male characters usually have more sexy look in their eyes and eyes, so I mostly draw them thinner. It looks very calm and natural, and I don't really like to draw it wide because the line eyes looks way more mature and intriguing and also intimidating, which I prefer more. And if you're going for a more cute, energetic personality, I just like to make the eyes bigger and wider. Take an example, Ash and Brooke. Do you see that? I think I don't really need to explain this, but Ash is usually more energetic and his eyes really goes well with that. But in case of Brock, he is calming and sweet guy, but not going over the girl issues. So that will be it for the video, and I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.